What did you do this weekend? Is a common question we all ask each other. Well, for us, this past weekend, we cleaned the house and then some. And you might be wondering, what does that have to do with mental clarity? Well, that's what this episode is all about.
Welcome to the podcast where it's all about living your love story and making your life and world a story where love wins. My name is Sienna.
And my name is Toast. We've been partners in life, love, and music since 2001. Welcome to our podcast.
Heads up, everyone. Toast is grouchy.
Yes, I guess I am. I need some caffeine.
Good Lord.
Give me some caffeine.
You're not the boss of me, Toast.
I'm so not
You
the
are
boss
so
of her.
bossy sometimes.
Everybody, I'm so not the boss of her. And that, what you just heard from Sienna, was called projection.
You were trying to boss me around, though.
Yeah, because of my grouchiness.
What I can say in the podcast, what I can't say on the podcast. Don't tell me what I can and can't say.
And so I give you now Sienna saying what she wants to say.
I was just going to tell you all
Tell them
that I had another doctor's appointment and I had all kinds of, hesitation and stress about going because we really don't go out, leave the house much.
Yeah, because of airborne
Well,
things.
yeah. And so to be in a doctor's office, kind of creates anxiety in and of itself. Mm-hmm. But I had put it off for so long. And so this was my second visit there to get some tests done. And it was just such an enjoyable experience.
I was actually excited to ask you how it was. Not in regards to the medical part, but
when I got back,
what was the doctor wearing, and how was the office? Did the office feel just as exciting as the last time? Because remember, the last time you went,
didn't we mention that on the podcast?
We did, but in case dear listener, in case you didn't hear it, on Sienna's first visit to the doctor, she felt it was almost like a trip to Disneyland. Because after being in quarantine for literally months,
there was a lot more stimulation. The office was beautiful. There were tapestries. There's beautiful tiles up on the wall. There were crystals at the reception. It was just beautiful.
And you saw another human being besides me?
I saw another human being. Oh my gosh. A human being that wasn't in a sweatshirt. Let me say. Not even a doctor's coat. She had such a cute outfit on, and I got to tell you, my second visit did not disappoint either. And this is a new doctor for me. Mm-hmm. We started our appointments via telehealth, which was great. But I love my doctor. She's so cute. I got to say, she's so cute. And she had the cutest outfit on. And because I don't see anyone now, I can't.
So she's extra
tell my
cute.
friend. I can't say that's a cute outfit. Anyways, most of those friends are like the California friends. It's a very casual vibe out here in Portland.
Oh yeah,
I must say.
Well, compared to Southern California, which is very casual compared to what we hear about, let's say, New York City.
True. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say, Toast.
And it was good. So,
So I took 3 minutes.
So I should not have tried to
be the
quash
boss of
that.
Me.
Yeah.
I see. Try to be the boss of me. Okay, so the question
is, what did you do this past weekend?
Okay.
But our answer, we're kind of going to use our answer to talk about how cleaning the house really catalyzed the sense of mental clarity and emotional upliftment.
Yes. I mean, we have talked about space clearing before.
Right, like times. Smudging.
Mm-hmm, smudging, but also did you hear me
Your throat gurgled, I think. It's a little weird.
I drank something and then it just kept gurgling down.
It's real.
All right. What was I saying? Yeah, so space clearing. One of the things that we talked about in regards to space clearing is actual physical cleaning, like the normal cleaning you would do to clean your house before someone comes over.
Dusting, vacuuming,
Hopefully
sweeping.
it's regular.
wiping.
But anyways, that in and of
Counters.
itself does clear energy. So that's such a great way to do some space clearing. But I gotta say, through this whole quarantine, self-quarantine and COVID, we have not had the motivation of people coming over and us doing top to bottom house cleaning.
Like we used to.
Yes.
Yes.
It was so great to have people come over because our house would get really
Because
clean.
shame is a powerful motivator.
Yes, it is. So anyways, we weren't even planning to use Saturday to clean the house. I just looked around and I was like, no longer. I'm not only going to clean, I am moving furniture around because I needed a change. I've been seeing the house look like this. We have to move everything around. So we moved a lot of stuff around.
Well, you did all of that work.
I did.
Yes. And you did a great job. The only part that I played in it was helping to hang a couple of pictures.
Yes, because we did the way it, this might not even make that much sense, but we had Bear's, his tallest cat tree in a certain area. And because it had to be in a certain area, then everything else needed to follow. And
In regards to placement.
yes, in
right?
regards to placement. So there's like a little hutch area where we have two identical lamps and a picture in between them, which is off center slightly because of Bear's cat trees. But it looks fine. However, I moved that giant cat tree on Saturday, and my OCD-ness, when I kept looking at that picture, I could not handle it.
Because it was no longer aligned.
It was no longer aligned. There was no
God.
cat tree to take up so much space.
And Sienna was just suffering in silence. Because several hours later, she finally let me know.
I just took it
She
down.
finally let me know, and she said, Toast, I can't take it any longer. I've been trying to live with it. I've been trying to be okay with it. I haven't said anything, but, after these
have to
hours,
redo that picture.
I just need for you to rehang this picture.
Yep.
So
I feel so much better. I feel so calm. But anyways, so we moved a lot of Bear's stuff. We moved his cat tree. We did the regular cleaning, but I gotta say, the house was so bad partially because one of the things that I do in my day job is I review pet products. So at this point, we had maybe 5 different cat beds and cat, what are those called? Cat mats.
the cat
little
lady
cat mats. And they
house.
were just everywhere. I had a flip-flop electronic fish, little toys that needed to be reviewed. I had all this stuff, and it was just everywhere. We have 1 cat, people, and we have all this stuff, right? And he doesn't even use it. Like, he's just like, oh, he might be interested, but he doesn't even really use it. He doesn't use it. So we have all this nice stuff that, I just left it out, but it's like he's not even using it. So we put all that away. We put all of that away.
Again, all credit to you for doing
All away.
that bulky tidying, and all credit to me for doing
The cleaning
part.
Yeah, the
Like the
vacuuming, the
floors.
sweeping,
Yes.
the counters, all that stuff.
I cleaned the bathroom.
So I also reorganized Bear's little toys. Anyways, all of that to say, the house looks different now. Certain areas that felt congested before, which we didn't think felt congested because it's all we knew, now feel so open and clear.
Yeah, it's so funny. I would come down the stairs. I would come down from the 2nd floor, and coming around the corner of the staircase, it just felt so open because Bear's cat tree had been moved out of that area.
Yeah.
And I swear, how many times did I?
You said it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I would.
Oh
Every
my
time
God,
I'd be
it's
like,
so clear here.
"Wow, it looks so clear and open."
Every time you came down.
I feel so open here. Yeah.
But it's so true. And, something I will say for the cat people out there, you don't have to have 5 million little cat toys out. I think it has the opposite effect. You might want your cats to have a choice, like, well, they might want to play with this, or they might want to play with this, so I'll leave all of this out. But since putting all of that away, I had one little toy out there, and Bear actually played with it.
Maybe it's kind of like, it makes me think of
Humans,
like having
right?
a bunch of magazines.
Yeah.
You know how your mail and magazines and flyers and whatever just kind of accumulates
it's
on
too
the coffee
much.
table,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then you finally go through it and you just put stuff in the recycle bin and process whatever you need to and file, and then you just leave one thing out. And then all of a sudden that one thing becomes, especially if it's in a room where, yes, things have been cleared of clutter, then you
can
do
see it.
feel like you have the mental spaciousness to focus and appreciate this one thing and just sit with it and take it in and be with it.
Maybe that's how Bear felt. Maybe that's how he felt. Maybe. But I gotta say, after doing this cleaning, and again, it's not just the cleaning, it was rearranging and creating what felt like a new space for us and for Bear. It just kind of lifted everything a bit, so we did so that can be considered space clearing to do the physical cleaning, but then rearranging the space created a newness. And because many of us are still self-quarantining, or we're home more than we used to be anyways, create some newness in your space. And maybe we would suggest, take a look around. If you haven't cleaned in a while, clean. You're going to feel so good. And I got to say that during it, like taking that on, there were many times I wanted to stop. Like, I'm like, oh, this is too much. It's overwhelming. Where do I start? There's like 5 million little cat toys everywhere. Okay. There's ribbons and stick toys. And what am I going to do? And there's all these 5 million beds and stuff. And I'm standing around in the middle. Didn't you see me many times just standing there looking around like, how am I going to do this? Like, what do I do first? But I promise you, like how they say, just start.
Yeah. It doesn't even matter what you do first. Just do something.
Yes.
Just close your eyes and pick a thing and do it.
So just stay, you don't even have to stay so highly motivated. Just keep moving.
Just move your ass.
Keep moving. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because many times I wanted to just kind of give up. Like, I'm like, ugh, I don't want to deal with it. Or I wanted to half-ass it. Let me just dump all these toys in this bin. Like, I had the urge to do that.
Oh, like just put everything under the bed.
Grab
like
grab all the toys and throw it in a bin. But instead, I went, no. Let's just sort through this very quickly. What can I actually throw out? And then I separated everything and put them where they needed to be. And that felt so good. Although, yes, you don't have to do that. You can throw it under the bed.
Exactly. I think
you can.
There's a legitimate
I think
place.
I overwhelmed myself.
I think there's a legitimate circumstance under which throwing things under the bed is appropriate.
Yes.
It's okay. It depends on energy levels and
since
all
you're
of that
home,
stuff, right?
Since many of you are spending a lot of time at home, I would urge you to not just throw it under the bed, but create, like, chunk it down and create smaller, manageable tasks. But I promise you, if you have not cleaned your house, if you've not reorganized, if you've not moved the furniture around in a while, take a look around and see if there's something you can shift. Because you might be surprised. The configuration of our living room, I thought, this is the only way it can work.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like it's that different. It is
different.
Well, no, it is different, but it's not that different.
I mean, it's not like we moved the dining room to where the living room is.
Exactly. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Let's put it this way.
Do that.
Let's put it this way. You were able to do it by yourself. This was something one person can do. So it's not like we moved this entire
move the sofa,
lounge,
although I thought about it.
Yeah.
I did think about moving the sofa. Okay, anyways, see, this podcast is going long, but I just want to encourage you that there are such rewards for clearing your space. And it doesn't need to mean you need to clear your whole house, but maybe start with the room you spend the most time in.
And that's our episode for the day. for the week. So thanks for listening. And, you know, I guess we'll just end it by saying what probably so many of us are saying to each other these days, which is stay safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of those around you. Stay safe. And I will also say right now, the election has already begun. For us Americans, the election has already begun. This is a slow motion thing. It's already started. Please make sure you're registered to vote, you know, wherever you are.
Yeah.
It's already started. Don't think the election is in November. It's already begun. Okay, so
Good.
get out there.
Good. So until next time, this is Sienna.
And this is Toast. As always, inviting you and encouraging you to live your love story.